boy, do I have a story for you. Today we're going to be talking about the last-minute breakdown mix-up on the 2017 Oscars. The audience watched in amazement as a huge blunder took place on stage at the 2017's Oscars Awards presentation. And her co-presenter Warren Beatty announced La La Land as Best Picture and brought everyone up on stage. It was 3 minutes until producers figured out that a massively huge train wreck had just occurred in front of millions of viewers from all around the world. It was this that led the wrong group of filmmakers on stage and had La La Land producers Jordan Horowitz and Mark Platt deliver their acceptance speeches. Beatty went to the mic to explain what happened. He had opened the envelope and it said, Emma Stone, La La Land. She had just won Best Actress right before. That is why he took such a long look at Faye. He wasn't trying to be funny.
For Best Picture.
Come on. La La Land.
Suddenly, there was a mass of confused people behind them. Fred Berger unwillingly took the mic and thanked his family and director, then turned around to look at the sudden commotion behind him. Then Horowitz stepped forward.
This is not a joke. I'm afraid they read the wrong thing.
This is not a joke. Moonlight has won Best Picture. Moonlight, Best Picture.
The amazed audience stood shocked and then quickly turned into a standing ovation. Moonlight director Barry Jenkins and producer Adele Romansky made their speeches. Jenkins, the Moonlight director, said backstage that he thought all the movies that were nominated were worthy and he had expected the results. He noticed the commotion and thought something strange occurred. And then he was speechless at the result. It was awkward because it had never happened before. And so it made a very special feeling even more special, just not the way that he expected.
The last 20 minutes of my life have been insane. I don't think my life could be changed any more dramatically than what happened in the last 20 or 30 minutes. I will say I saw 2 cards, and so things just happen, you know. I did, but because I wanted to see the card, And Warren refused to show the card to anybody before he showed it to me. The folks from La La Land were so gracious. I can't imagine being in their position and having to do that.
During an interview Monday morning on ABC's Good Morning America, Horowitz said it was during a lot of confusion and chaos that he stepped in to tell people what was happening. He wanted to make sure that the right thing was done because at that point, it wasn't about him. It was making sure Moonlight got the recognition it deserved. Those guys were his friends, and he wanted to be sure that they had their moment.
My heart was a little broken, but it was kind of, it's just like one of those things that get thrown at you, and you can kind of choose to lean into it or push away from it. And as I said, it was a real honor to be able to give it to them.
PricewaterhouseCoopers partners Brian Cullinan and Martha Ruiz both had 24 envelopes, and they were the only ones that knew the results. They stood on opposite sides of the stage and handed out envelopes to each presenter.
Cullinan was found just minutes before handing Beatty the wrong envelope, tweeting a photo of Emma Stone backstage after her win. Could this have contributed to the mass disaster?
The host, Jimmy Kimmel, came on stage to help and crack a few jokes.
It was very unfortunate what happened, and as a joke, he personally wanted to throw a blame at Steve Harvey. If you remember, Steve Harvey was responsible for messing up the 2015 Miss Universe pageant by announcing the wrong winner, crowning her, taking it away, and crowning another. Kimmel then returned to the mic to end the show. He announced that he knew that he would mess up the show and that he would be back at work tomorrow at his regular show and then he would never come back to the Oscars. Either way, you couldn't go wrong with either of these films. Maybe next year they can make half-size trophies for second place, just in case. This is Alexa Gold signing off for Creative Kids News. See you next week. Bye!